Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dialing In for Amplitube 5. One amplifier that I have always loved, and an amplifier that I've owned personally and used for quite some time, recorded some albums with it, is the Dr. Z Maz 18 Jr. and the Dr. Z Maz 38 Jr. I actually owned both of those amplifiers a number of years ago. I really miss them. I don't have them anymore, but I do have them in Amplitube, and it got me thinking that it would be a lot of fun to do a dialing in video, getting this to sound really great within Amplitube 5. Also today, I just released on my website, you're going to have the preset that we're going to create today here in Amplitube 5, which is just going to be a nice rounded clean tone that's going to have some real nice sparkle to it. I was really enjoying playing this, but I'm also going to have up my Z Maz Ultimate preset pack up on my website. The links for both of those will be below, and you can go grab copies of them. I'll give you a demo of what all the presets in that preset pack sound like in a mix, along with the preset we're going to create today. So on to some tones. Okay, so here we are over in Amplitube 5. We have our Maz 18 Jr. up here, and let's just take you through the chain here. As anybody who watches my videos knows, I have my little mastering section I like to have at the end here. It's oftentimes similar, but there's always little tweaks that I make to get the compression just right and to get the EQ just right, although some of the moves are oftentimes similar. So what we'll see later in the video when we play with these is you'll see that I have the LA2A compressor, one of my favorite studio compressors, at the end of the chain, just to set to get maybe 1 or 2 dB of gain reduction when I'm hitting kind of hard. I might have dug into this one a little bit harder just because it's a cleaner tone. And I have my Neve style EQ here. I have all the frequencies as a shelf EQ boosted by 1.5 dB below 100 Hertz. I have 390 Hertz as a bell curve, and I pull out 1.3 dB. And I have 3300 Hertz boosted 0.9 dB as a shelf EQ, and I have a low cut at 100 and a high cut at 12. Pretty typical settings for me usually, just making little tweaks necessary depending on the amp I'm using. So we'll turn that off for now. Let's go to the cab. What I have is the Maz 18 Jr. cab, because it's a combo that pairs up with it automatically. And the speaker I have in that is the Brit Alnico B, which was a very nice speaker. Now, the two microphones that I have on here, I've muted the room mic altogether. I don't have these in there at all, but I do have a Velo 8 ribbon mic, and that is going to be placed dead center on the cone, okay, right up there. I want to get some brilliance and some brightness from that. I chose two dark mics, so I'm trying to get them right where all those kind of upper end frequencies are on the cone, and I have an R121 Royer R121, otherwise known as the Ribbon 121, at a 45-degree angle, pulled back a little bit and just slightly off axis. And that gave some really nice tones when blended in here. I have the Velo 8 set at -6 dB and the 121 up at 0 dB, both panned straight up. The amp settings are as you see here. We have volume at 5.6, treble at 5.6, middle crank to 10, bass crank to 10, reverb very subtle, 0.8. I find this reverb on this amp can get out of control pretty quickly. I have the cut all the way up at 10 and the master all the way up at 10 as well. So without the little mastering section at the end, this is how this tone sounded. I'm on the neck pickup on my Vigier Expert Strat style guitar. So nice sound overall. Coming into our mastering section here, let's turn this on. I'm going to bring just the EQ in. So this is it without the EQ. You hear there is a little tubbiness in the bottom end. That just gives it a little more brilliance and cleans up some of that out of control bottom end, and I think it just does a really nice job there. When I bring the compressor in, you'll see we only get maybe a little tiny touch of compression. If I go to the bridge pickup, and that's the final tone, basically. So what do you guys think of that tone? I was really liking the way it sounded. Reminds me of when I did actually own those amps. I loved the tone of them. They were always a lot of fun to play through. Well, let's hear how that tone, along with the other tones from my ZMAZ Ultimate Preset Pack, which I have available at the link below on my website, sound together in a mix. So let's give this a listen. So there you have it. There's this preset we created today. It's a free preset download on my website at the link below. And that's how that sounds in a mix. If you want to have the full preset pack, that's also available at a different link below through my website. And it's going to have more presets involved in there, right from clean all the way up to like a push edge of breakup tone and a lead tone, as you heard in the demo. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you can get some use out of that preset. Please like the video, share it with anybody who you think would get some use out of watching it, and also subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell notification to get notified when I put new content out. I'll be back really soon with some more. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Ciao for now.